Hi. Hi, Jess. How are you doing? I missed that. I couldn't find Diana's live when she was live. I don't know if I missed it because I was late. I came up here at 9:30 and I set this up for 10 and hello. Man, 2 nights in a row. I don't usually do that. And I feel bad that I missed Diana's live. I'm just gonna go for an hour, probably. And I was gonna talk about my Airbnb because I had said a lot of funny stories and stuff. Let's see, I don't have the YouTube side opened, do I? Let me go over there. I am going to open it up. There I am. Okay. Yeah. Don't know if I can find. Hey, Luz. I'm gonna drop the link. So I met my friend Gladys doing Airbnb. I did it from 2017, the end of 2017, until 2019. And I had a lot of various and interesting guests. And I wrote a poem about it. And I don't know if I can find it. I'll try to find it. Because my book of read poems is really getting long. And I emailed it to myself, which is good because I can't find it on this drive. It's on this drive, but I can't get to it, which is so. I mean, I need to figure that out. I need to call Best Buy and figure out what's going on with my extension hard drive here. But yeah, I have a poem about it, and I don't usually go 2 days in a row. Wow. And I went swimming, like my hair is still wet. I washed my hair. And I went in the sauna. I did a little video in the sauna. Did you see that? And then I went in the shower and I came back here and I put my makeup back on. Sometimes I don't put makeup on at all. And now I put makeup on twice in one day. That's like a big deal. So, how are you guys doing? Anybody want to come up? So, anyways, I met so many people. The time when Gladys was staying with me was 2018. Like in the spring, it was when she came to Georgia, and she had been in England. Yeah, she had been in England because she's in the Air Force, and she was relocating to Warner Robins. And at the time she stayed with me, I had this young girl named J-Lo. She was very interesting. And hey, Diana Brian, I'm sorry I missed you live. I could not find it. I was late by the time I got up here. And oh, you've not been feeling well, Jessica. You're going to the doctor tomorrow. Wow. Okay. We'll pray about that. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I couldn't find it. I was late because I came back from swimming and I ate something because I didn't eat dinner, and I had to talk to Gladys about something, and I came upstairs and it was okay. I came up just as you were finished, I guess. Hi, Maxine Morris. Hello. I dropped the link again. If anybody wants to come up. I am so sorry, Diana. It's such a long it's a long time, but I felt so good to go swimming. I swam 20 laps, and an error occurred with the, I don't know why it says that. Yeah, I was watching more of your videos today. Uh, before I went swimming, and I went and got my medicine. I went and got my thyroid medicine, and I returned a doorknob. Oh, is your signal bad, loves? Mm-hmm. So, and when I had Gladys staying at my Airbnb, I had this kid, Sammy. He was so nice too. He was going to Georgia Tech. He was like really smart, and he was in ROTC, and he got an internship on the base. Really smart kid, really nice. Like my son's age, I think. Yeah, I think he probably was. Probably was like about Ian's age, I think, or maybe Claire's age, like 25. So yeah, that summer 2018, and I got a friend of mine named Charity. So I had one guest who was going through a divorce too and had 4 kids, and what they would do is the kids stayed in the house, and they would move instead of the kids moving. So they it was like 2 weeks, I think, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And Charity would come stay regularly at my Airbnb, and she took care of my Airbnb while I drove across country. I drove across country in 2018 to go to the Switchfoot getaway. I went and visited my family, and my brother and his family, and my dad, and I went on a mission trip to Mexico, and I also went to the Switchfoot getaway, and I was gone 4 weeks. So that was a big deal, and but I had some really good guests there. At that time, Gladys was there, and Sammy, and it usually ended up that there were 2 long-term guests. Like that time it was Gladys and Sammy, and then the other room would be for short-term guests because it was 3 rooms. Hello, Classy Roma. Hi. Najuma's here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. And thank you so much for being here, Maxine. And thank you for saying I inspire you. And it's funny, I started doing the devotions really for myself. It keeps me focused, and it keeps me, because like sometimes I don't read every day, and especially since I'm really like getting back into it, and it helps keep me centered to do devotional and think about like which one I want to do and what I'm going to say. It's kind of, it's helping me. So, but, so I have a couple like funny stories. It's hard to like, and I went on Boxman D's and she, was asking me about it and she wanted to hear the story about, um, the green card guy. He was there in 2018. Hello, She Devil Adventures. Hi. And there's Linda. Hey, John. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Linda. Hi. Okay, it's probably better that it's probably better if I don't go live on a night I go swimming. Because it's just so much to do and and I usually do have to go because I'm using Gladys's car, and so she's usually using it during the day because usually, well, now she's working from home and she's working like swing, and like she's really busy because of the things going on in Ukraine and stuff, and because she works on deployments and stuff like that, and so yeah, so sometimes she was using the car today, so I usually do go in the evening anyways. But she used to be like working from home one week and then go into work the next week. And so, but anyways, so one time I had an actor that was in, he played John Wilkes Booth in the TV series Sleepy Hollow. So I had an actor stay, and his girlfriend was a model too. And they were going to a conference. Like she had wrote part of a book because in modeling she had gotten into a situation where they sex trafficked her, and she escaped from that, and she told her story in this book. And so they were on their way. A lot of people stopped at my Airbnb in Georgia on their way to Florida, like on their way to Disney, or I had all these kids on spring break from, what's that big school? Notre Dame. Yeah. And so I started out just doing like 2 rooms, and I was in the third. It's a 3-bedroom house, but then I had a den and the door would close and everything. So I started doing 3 rooms. I started doing the den because like spring, like March was really busy, and people came, and it was just, and it was fun for a while, but it got challenging when I had guests that, and then like I had these long-term guests and we went off Airbnb. So, and I had this guy that was a airplane mechanic, and at first he was really, really nice and really, really good guest, but then he started paying late, and then he had this big, huge red truck, nice truck. One time it rained and there was this mud, and he made this big old hole in my yard, and I'm just like, that's not cool. And so then I prayed about it, and of course, I didn't want to be like, because these people they were regular guests, and so he'd come every week and he'd go home because he got the job in Warner Robins, but his wife still lived in, I think she was still in the service too. He got out of the service and got a job as an airplane. I think his family lived in Savannah. But anyways, we'd come every week during the week, and I would block off the days for him. And so I started to say to him, hey, I'm going to go back to booking it on Airbnb, because that way he would have to pay on time and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to go back to booking it on Airbnb. And I kept telling him that. And then, so I didn't block the days ahead. And it ended up that somebody else booked his room. And I had to say, someone has booked your room. And it was another, and I was praying the whole time. I was like, God help me with this situation. And at the same time, I had another young girl. I had a couple young girl nursing student. Well, not JLo wasn't a nursing student, but JLo wasn't in school. JLo had a job at Denny's, but she was an interesting character. But then I had Amber, who was a CNA student, and she had this person who was paying her way and who contacted me. And she was an interesting character too. And she wanted to stay and wanted me to help her out too. But she had this rich lady in California helping her out, who was her, not even really a blood relation. She called her aunt, but it was her. Okay, you have to follow me closely to get this. It was her mom's ex-husband's sister. So she called her aunt, but she was like no relation. And her mom wasn't even married to this man anymore. And he was the one that she had been living with in Georgia. And then she came to my Airbnb. But this woman was paying her way. And then she was going to give her a car too. But she didn't end up, the lady in California didn't end up giving her the car because of her she had a bad attitude. I could not believe it. How she was complaining about this woman. And I'm just like, I thought, she's paying your way. She's helping you get your CNA. I did not compute. And so I had to do the same thing with her and say, I'm going to go, you need to book the room on Airbnb. And so finally I got those people to go. And what was so cool is, this is kind of like an answer to prayer too, is I got two different people. I got a new nursing student. It was funny how similar it was. And then another guy that, hey, just Shelly, how are you doing? First time fishing adventures. Hello. I'm hoping Folk of the Forest comes in again, because I noticed last night I didn't catch them to say hi. I put the chat on slow and try to say hi to everybody, and I'm like, I didn't say hi to Folk of the Forest, and I felt bad. Does anybody want to come up? I'm gonna drop the link again. So anyways, I got this other worker to replace the worker who made the big hole in my yard with his truck. and then I got a new nursing student who was about the same age as Amber, she was a really not a nurse assistant student, but really an RN student. And they were really, really awesome. And I thought it was so interesting how I was like, wow, I got two more long-term. And so it just always ended up that the third room would be like rotating, like people on short trips, like on their way to Florida or whatever, or just, I had these people with, I can't remember the name of the kind of dog. It was a huge dog. The dog stayed in the truck. It was huge. It was like almost a 200-pound dog. It was this big dog. I can't remember that. I wish I could remember the name of the breed. Linda would probably know. It's funny because I had a lady that would come and do dog shows every year, and her name was Linda. She was interesting too. She was like dog show lady. I would give them the little names like that. Like that was dog show lady. There was a lady that came. Most people, if they had a pet, I would let them come with a pet. And I had a little dog at the time. She loved greeting my guests. I had a little Maltese, um, and I called her Boo. Her name was Bandy, but I called her Boo. And hey, Anthony. Hello, hello. So these people came they were taking the dog to breed. I think they were taking to Florida, so they stopped overnight, and they were on their way down to Florida, and they were going to breed this dog. I should look it up. It was a huge dog. There's John. Hi.
You know it was me.
Hello.
Hey,
How's it going?
okay. Oh, let me go this way.
I can't remember this breed of dog, but I don't think it was a breed of dog, a dog I had heard of before. I think it was something with it. It wasn't a mastiff. It wasn't, it was he was like a little, he was like a little, it was so cute though. So they stopped and stayed at my Airbnb. And, I want to tell you guys a funny story. So this is a funny story, and it happened when Mohammed, who is a guy from he's from Syria, but he lived in Saudi Arabia because of the war in Syria, and he was a medical student, and he was the one I fell for, and it ended up he just wanted a green card. But anyways, he was staying there. This interesting couple from well, I don't know if the girl was from Russia, but the guy was from Russia. It's interesting. So this Russian guy came to stay, and that was a couple, and they had flew into Los Angeles, and instead of renting a car, they bought a little VW Bug. And I would often cook for my guests, and for this guest, I just made it was August 2018. Do you have your YouTube on?
Oh, let me check.
Somebody got feedback.
Hang on. Wrong one. Hang on.
What are you eating?
Hold on. Let me see.
I've been caught.
Mine's off. Mine's already off.
Chocolate ice cream.
Oh wow. Yum.
Yeah, I'm having dessert. I had pizza tonight with a side salad. It's on my channel if you want to go take a look at it.
Okay.
That's why I shut it off so you don't hear me go.
Linda, come back. I think that was you though, Linda, because I don't hear it anymore. But come back, Linda. Thanks for coming in, everybody. So anyways, this Russian guy, this was so funny. So I never had the code for the door like I wanted to get. Well, I did get it for one time, but then I took it back. If something happened, I couldn't get it installed because the holes in my door weren't right or something. So anyways, I had keys, and so in their room I had little cards that I made, said what the Wi-Fi password was and all that. It said welcome to Reds, and the key was there. And so this guy came, and it was very odd from the get-go because he came with his girlfriend, and he was in the blue room. I had a blue room, a red room, and a purple room. And then Linda's back.
I can never get this darn thing right. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I don't think I hear it.
Okay. Yeah, this is not my forte. But
You'll learn. You'll learn. So, anyways, the Russian couple. I don't think I think he picked up the girl here. I don't know. But anyway, I was eating dinner and I still hear it. I hear the mumbling in the background. I don't know why. But anyways, I'll just ignore it.
You know what? And I don't know if I set the setting. Let me turn the mic off for a minute.
I grilled some chicken and I made some it's really easy, these au gratin potatoes and some salad. And I would always like I started charging for meals because it's expensive feeding people, but and it would be like $5 a meal, I think, or something like that. Um, but I would usually invite them to eat with me, right? And well, the guy ate with me. The girl took off, and he said she was coming back to pick him up, right? So he goes out, and I think it was a weeknight. I'm not sure. But anyways, Mohammed was in the front room that was by the door. And so they go out to drink or whatever. They went into Macon. And I guess he didn't take his key, right? And so I had this other Georgia Tech student, and he was in the den at this time. At first, I was in the purple room, and then I moved into the den so I could do the 3 bedrooms, and I just moved my room into in the den. And so at that time, I had this other Georgia Tech student in the den, right? So get up in the morning, and Brian comes out of the den, and he's like, the Russian guy is sleeping on the porch. he didn't have his key, and he couldn't get in. And I'm going, oh no. And
And he didn't even knock on the door?
I don't know. So later on, I was like, Mohammed might have heard him because he was in the room by the front door, but he was like,
Yeah.
"No, this is my green card girl. You can't have her. My green card girl. You can't come in."
It's funny.
But anyways, I let him in. And I felt so, and like with Airbnb, you're always worried about like getting a bad review. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like the kid was in your room, and he's like, and he wasn't upset or anything, or and he came in and he was like kind of embarrassed. And I don't know where the girl went. The girl was gone. I don't know where she went. So
And the poor guy slept on the porch.
and he came in and he went in the bedroom and slept a little bit longer. At one point I didn't know if he was gone or not. If I could go in and clean the room, I didn't know if he was gone. And he seemed embarrassed by the whole thing, and I just felt, oh gosh. And then I'm like holding my breath. I'm like, what kind of review? I'm like, what kind of review is he going to leave me? And he said, that he ate dinner, and he's like, oh, staying at Red's was pure joy. And
That's the one that slept on the front porch?
yes, he left me a great review. Pure joy. And I would tell the story, and like they loved these like au gratin potatoes I got, and they were like from Kroger's. They were like $1, and I would be like always laughing. I was like, they're $1 at Kroger. You go get them. It's like dinner of the day, John. And so I would tell this story, and then
my dinners of the day are all made homemade.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
No boxes. I'm sorry.
I don't do junky box au gratin potatoes. I cut them myself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you,
Okay.
John.
Just for that, I'm going to unsubscribe.
So John, do you eat frozen vegetables or do they have to be fresh?
No, I have to eat
It
fresh.
depends on if what I can get and the price.
Okay. Because you know,
I
I
I
started
do
feeding
canned vegetables. I do canned vegetables if I can get them cheap enough.
I started feeding my dogs real people food like 3 days ago. After I came back from that holistic vet,
Mhm.
she gave me a list of different things. And this morning they had oatmeal. Yesterday they had what they have yesterday. We had carrots and chicken and broccoli. And what else did I feed them yesterday, Vanessa? Carrots, chicken, broccoli. Well, anyhow, and then tonight we went to Safeway and we got chicken livers. I got them really cheap. They were like in a container, and I cooked them all up, and
Tub.
they're in a little tub. Yeah. So I
They're
cooked them
about this
all up.
big, right?
Yeah, big. Yeah, a little round tub. So I cooked those up, and I had some broccoli and cauliflower frozen ones, and I had and brown rice. Brown rice. So tomorrow morning they're gonna have scrambled eggs, and I'm not sure. I just used the last of my brown rice, so I don't want to feed them too much rice because it's too much carbs. But you can tell my little Susie, she looks like she's getting a little hourglass figure just after 3 days.
Oh, really?
You gotta understand,
Yeah.
people food is. I usually give my daughter a cup of people food and let her have her regular cat food.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the dog foods today are not
They're bad.
nutritionally balanced.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they make them kind of bloated,
Yeah,
like with my dogs, they make them kind of bloated, and they get kind of chunky.
and
So,
then they start farting all over the place.
Oh, Blue is really bad about that. Gladys's pit bull. Blue is really bad with the gas.
well, and you know what
He
else
farts like crazy.
and what else I had, my daughter, she had leftover baby food, like
Really.
the chicken meat and like the vegetables, like, like green beans and squash. I bought some sweet potatoes too tonight because sweet potatoes are supposed to be really good for them. So, yeah, and I bought some more bags of brown rice. I just put like a little bit of rice in each of the bowls, and then, but they love their
You should
scrambled
do
eggs
a
in the
spoon
morning.
like this of brown rice per scoop of meat.
Yeah, yeah, I give them a little bit more, but just to have a little substance, because when you eat vegetables, you don't feel like you're really full. So I give them a little bit more.
That's because they're all water.
Yeah, yeah,
So don't
yeah,
drink water no more. You can eat your vegetables. You get all the water you need.
right. Yeah, so
See?
yeah, yeah, they
I'll put it right on my thing here. I keep
yeah,
everything to
we
drink.
yeah. I'm gonna do a video, I think, on it. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna say, do you feed your dogs dead food? So yeah, maybe I'll do that. I got to cook up some brown rice tomorrow.
Hey, Char. Hi.
Your
So
friends
yeah,
in the chat, you know that, right?
Huh?
Your girlfriends in the chat. You're the girlfriends in the chat.
the other girlfriend.
Char.
One who came up the other day on your live.
Uh, Diana. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
in
know
there.
if she's still here though.
Don't worry, I locked up the back door. No one's getting in. I put my
Thank you,
famous
John.
bolt lock on the back door. No one's getting in the back door. They get in the back door. I'll go back down. I'll throw them out so quick their head spin. That's why I always come up first in the in the chat, so I can do my little magic to the back door. I won't tell you what I do to it, but I just do something to it.
Hey, Floss. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in the chat.
Can you see I bought these glasses tonight. Can you see them?
Ooh.
I put some nail polish on because they were all black and I couldn't stand it. And I colored it right here. And I colored it on this side. Can you see it? It's kind of like a pinkish purple.
Hi,
Oh,
Tim.
hello, more bang. How you doing tonight?
More bang for your bucks.
Yeah, I said
How
hi.
you doing?
Hey, Mo
More
Bang, you're
bang.
cool, man. Love how you built out that van, man. And
I
look
need
how
some
he
more
put
egg
it in the
rolls.
middle of the seat. He did it. He
I
really did a piece in the middle of his seats where he could fold it down so he can get more space.
hmm.
Love that. Engineering marvel that van is.
I'm going to build out the back of my truck.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you go watch that video of Girl in the Woods?
No, I didn't get to that. I wrote it down though, so I will remember. Yeah, I've been
I did
busy.
get to your friend though,
Hi,
the
John.
one that
I'm with another John here. John Paul. Hi, John Paul.
hello.
What were you
You
saying,
must be
John?
very famous names.
hmm
Hmm. Red, what do you think? Cut the beard or leave it on?
Hmm.
My microphone is sounding, or my volume is sounding really weird. It's kind of like goes ee when everyone talks.
Yeah, the beard looks good on you, John. It seems like men always look younger though without the beard. I don't know. What do you think, Linda? The beard goes good on you though. You haven't? Have you always had the? How long have you had the beard?
Couple of months.
Yeah, because you didn't when I first met you have the beard, did you? I was trying
No,
to
I cut
remember.
it off. I cut it off usually before summer. I usually will cut it completely off and then let it grow back again.
Yeah, Roy, and Becky shaved his beard, and I said that again. I was like, you look younger now. Because my brother, and it's funny because like, I'm the youngest of seven, and some of us had red hair. My brother Christopher had red hair. I have a brother John. He's Jonathan though, and he had red hair, and me, and then my oldest brother's hair was blonde, but then it was sort of dirty blonde as he got older. And my brother Mark had brown hair, but when they grew a beard, it was red. It was funny. And then my son, so my son Teddy, he's 31. When he grows facial hair, it's sort of reddish too.
Yeah, today was a very busy day. I started out paying bills.
What happened to your eye, Tim?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, I know, Tim. So my my ex is half Taiwanese, and he can't grow any, and he only had to shave like once a week or twice a week, but he couldn't grow a mustache or because no hairs on his chest, and because Asians don't grow beards, they don't have beards usually. Um,
Why do you think the samurai warriors would usually take they would take a false beard and they would stick it to their face?
oh really?
Yes, they would. They would actually stick they would take a piece of hair from a
Mhm.
goat, right? They put glue on it and they would stick it right here before they would go into battle.
Oh wow.
Kind of
They said that if they
like
didn't have
women
that
with their
hair, they'd have no
extensions.
luck at all.
Yeah, I was thinking of wearing my wig, but I didn't want to put it on because my hair is still wet. I'm like, my hair will never dry with my wig on.
I almost did my hair a strawberry blonde today.
Oh, you should.
I have it like golden blonde, you know, because my hair is still my hair for my age. I still have. I don't have like a lot of gray. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, me neither.
Brown,
You look
white,
good.
white hair.
Well, I'm naturally brunette, but I like going lighter because it doesn't make me look so pale. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like it real blonde because I've had it where it was really blonde before. Actually, oh, here.
Mhm.
Whoops, let me see if I can get it without the glare.
I didn't even like look at all. I think
Oh
I
boy.
saw most of the pictures.
Any blonder, and you would have been considered a blonde bombshell.
You see how blonde it is?
Yeah, it's very blonde there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you were blind in one eye, Tim.
Yeah, that's my blonde picture. Where's my here's me and my kids. This is when I had brunette hair. Let me see if I can get the glare out. Can you see it?
No, we have two nice redheads that are on this YouTube.
Mhm.
Charlie Grace and redhead right there. Sister Ryder. Both of you two can ginger snap us anytime.
Yeah, and I got to meet Charlie Grace up in Michigan.
She's really cool. Tonight she had a live on too.
Does she live in Michigan?
No, usually
I
Tennessee.
think she lives
Tennessee.
Oh,
downtown.
okay.
She lives downtown. Her husband Dave, man, I don't know what he does. He tries to hide when the camera's on.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
Maybe she'll go to the Michigan meet.
I don't know. We should ask her if she's going to the Michigan meetup.
Who?
I'm gonna get Red to go with me.
I don't want to go to the Michigan meetup.
Oh, come on.
I already went to it. And it didn't. Well, I thought it was fine.
Michigan meetup videos.
Well, I'm not gonna go to the Oregon meet because it's too close to the time that I want to, go to the Midwest. You know what I mean? Because I got to get up there. My tenant just sent me a text and said her water heater's doing the same thing as mine is, where you only get like a 10-minute hot shower.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
that is.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get one of those on-demand hot water heaters instead of getting a tank. I'm gonna get one of those other kind.
You know what goes wrong in those? It only gives you 10 minutes of hot water. There's a thermocoupler in there. And when that thermocoupler goes kablooey, guess what that means? Then you lose all your heat. You don't get as much hot water.
That's what I was wondering about mine, because I was talking to Wade the other day. We were texting, and he was telling me how to check, to see if what's wrong with it, so I don't know. My friend Lewis is a mechanic. He knows how to do all that stuff too. He says when he's not real busy, he'll come over and help me.
Secret. Don't do it yourself if you go to take the thermocoupler out, because you got to take out the whole thing. You got to dump the whole water heater. You got to pull this long tube out of the middle of the tank itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tim says don't get the on-demand kind, Linda.
No?
Yeah, he says without electricity, the on-demand water is useless.
That's true.
You mean for the water heater or for the water?
Water.
I mean, I have electric. I'm talking in my house. In my house.
She's not talking in an RV. Does that make a difference, Tim?
Yeah, in the RV, you have to have some water in it, But I don't know about the other, you know. But yeah, but I got to get up to Wisconsin, you know.
A water heater, just make sure you have a battery backup.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the house has electric, you know. I have a house here in Arizona, and then, but my other house in Wisconsin, I have tenants in there, so and they're really good tenants too. I need to keep them, you know, keep them happy, you know. So I'll have to figure that out. You know, I don't.
Here come the landlady.
Yeah. Well, you know, the
That
first
might
year.
make a difference.
Yeah. Well, the first year that I rented to her, I told her, I said, if you pay the water bill and you pay the rent on time, I said that following year in the spring, I said I will put central air in for you because in Wisconsin, you know, you don't need a central air all the time. Um, and I had a window AC, so I mean, the wind blows one way and it's cold, and wind blows the other way and it's warm, so you don't never know, you know, and you don't use AC that much. But nevertheless, I put AC in it last year for them, so they were happy with that, you know. So I got to get that water heater fixed or replaced or whatever. So um, I'll just have to call around and see if I can get somebody to come over there and take care of it, you know. That's what I did with the AC.
And
So
whatever you do, don't use Rotor Rooter. They're rip-offs.
Roto Rooter, isn't that for the sewers or the yeah? If you have it
No,
plugged up.
they also do light plumbing jobs.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably find somebody else that's, you know, electrician or something, you know, or plumber or whatever. I don't know.
Dedicated plumber.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to do that, you know. But yeah, I want to get up to Wisconsin. I gotta go. I was like this close to getting in the car today because my friend in Shakota, the one that went with me to Lollapalooza, her her sugar was 600.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, and she was throwing up her medicine today. And granted, it would take me a couple of days to get there, but her cousin was over there, and I told her, I said, "You get your butt to the hospital." But see, I don't know, she loves Pepsi. You know, that first when you crack the can, and that first sip that you take, it is so good. Well, she takes several sips a day. She'll go through a 12-pack in a day just to get that first sip, you know. And I just told her, I said,
See,
yeah,
sugar free.
yeah.
But
Well,
my sugar's been, it hasn't even been like 200. And I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight slowly, but losing weight. And
I gotta lose
like 120 or whatever.
I gotta lose 10 pounds. I gotta lose 10 pounds. 10 pounds, if I lose 10 pounds, I feel better. You know, because I just, you know, you put on a couple pounds and you're like, you know, just don't, you don't feel like right around my stomach too, you know. And I love ice cream. Jam. I really love it.
Yeah. John said his mic is really low. Yeah, you're really low.
Hold on.
Your mic, because we can't hardly hear you. Dan can't hear you at all. Thanks for coming in, Dan.
Hold on. I gotta
Anybody else want to come up?
before I'm ready to go, and I'll switch over from one to the other. Sounds like getting warm again. I can feel the back. Okay, come on, Darla, let's roll.
Speaking about warm, it's getting pretty warm in Arizona. Holy cow. It was pretty warm today.
It got up to 80 something here the other day. Cool. Mm-hmm. It was kind of cool.
I know. I was even checking the weather in Shakota, Oklahoma, because that's where Shelby's at, and it was like going to be in the 80s today there too. But you know, kind of the Midwest and Oklahoma and all that, kind of humid, you know. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I'll call her later on tonight because she's a night owl. We're both night owls, you know. So
You're still in the morning. You're not even in the morning yet. You got 8 minutes till morning time.
Yeah, it's only like 10 to 10 here. So it's not real late here yet, you know. We just
Yeah.
All
got
right,
done.
guys, I'm gonna drop it and I'll come back. Okay.
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 I'm gonna switch my
Okay.
gear because this gear's warming up.
Well,
Okay.
I feel bad. My thing was sort of messed up because I was going to go after Diana Brienne, but like I missed her live and totally, and like I couldn't find it. I think I came up here and got on like right when she went off, but she was going to raid me, and but I missed her live because I went swimming and then I ate dinner late. I was talking to Gladys, and I came up here and it was 9:30, and I guess that was right when she was going on. And so I looked. I never get a notification from her for some reason, and I couldn't find it.
Where do you go swimming at?
The YMCA.
Yeah, I miss going swimming. Oh,
I love swimming. Yeah, and I they used to call me Mermaid, and it was even before the Little Mermaid with the red hair, Disney. So
yeah. I got to get my pool fixed. I have a big swimming pool. My backyard's almost all swimming pool,
oh,
but I had somebody clean it and they acid washed it and they ruined the plaster. I should have taken them to court and had them replace it, but I was too busy working at the time and I just didn't, you know. So yeah, I've got to get to Wisconsin this year because I've got my land and I got to go get some timber sold so I can get some money and, you know, because it'll be like, if I just get it redone, like if I just get it like Pebble Tech, which is what I want to do instead of plaster this time, probably cost me 8 to 10,000, and I don't really want to get a loan, you know. So
mm-hmm.
get up there and sell some timber, and then find somebody that I can depend on. I like to get it made more shallow, just like a 6-foot pool, because it's like a 12 foot or something like that.
Really?
94 in
Nice.
Havasu. Wow! It wasn't that warm here. It was warm, but it wasn't that warm. Yeah, swimming time is coming, you know, and I wish I could get a they have these, I don't know if they have them here in Arizona, but like in Florida, they have those big domes that you can put over your pool.
Hey, there's Niecy. Hi, Niecy. Yeah, in Florida they had the screened in enclosures.
Yeah, that's what I wish I could get, you know, because when it gets dusty here, ugh, it's like having a mud hole in your backyard.
Yeah. John's back. Can we hear you, John?
Hold on. Hello.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. You're still
Okay.
kind of low, but I don't know if Dan can hear you. But
All right. We're back. Cool.
thanks
cool
for hanging out with
down.
us, Classy.
You still got that thing in your what you call it over there?
What?
That.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
I had my mic. I had my mic off. I thought, but I didn't. So I'll just turn it off when I'm not talking.
Okay. Sorry, Kangora One. It was acting up. I swear. That's it. I'm gonna see if we can find her cheap new equipment. Should ship it to her. You know, we should get the thing going, Red. We should get an equipment bank started, you know, for YouTubers that are just starting out to help them out.
I have the what you call it set. You know, when I go into the settings and I hit audio, and I can see where it's talking. I mean, it's got default speakerphone.
Are you on your phone?
Is that better?
Yeah, you're fine now.
I don't know.
I can
It's
hear
like
a
a
5x5 with no blue.
yeah. There was like a kind of like an echo.
Okay, so right now there's no echo.
Nope, you're good.
Okay, so let me try something once. So is now there an echo?
Nope, you're good again.
Turn it back on the speakerphone then.
Hmm.
Let me turn the volume down a little bit.
Yeah, that's where it is.
The volume, is that better?
Nice, you're 5x5.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, my ears kind of trained because I'm a radio buff.
Uh,
So when I say
maybe.
5x5, that means loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was the I put it on speakerphone because I'm on the speakerphone, so you know.
It happens.
I don't know. I'm new to all this fancy finagling stuff. I'm old school.
How
Just pick
many
up the phone.
computers you got?
Well, I have one laptop. I have a couple of dinosaur computers, but they don't go online anymore. But I
Yeah,
need to find.
I had a dinosaur computer.
Yeah,
I
I've
put
got a
all my
couple of
stuff on
them.
this
But
computer.
yeah, but my laptop, I can go on my laptop, but I'm just too lazy. Because
That's
I
what
Yeah,
I
usually,
do when
that
I'm
would
I
on
probably
my cell
solve
phone.
it.
It gets too warm. Then what I do is because I have it on the stand here,
uh-huh.
and then I turn around and I go, "Oh, I got it's starting to warm up. I can't hear you. You sound like you're underwater." And
Yeah.
these can only go so far.
Um,
Yeah, I have I have a pretty good phone, but um I don't use my computer much because I've just been so far away from using it. I mean, since I haven't been working, I have not just I don't, I have a desk, but it's got all my junk on it, but I don't sit at my desk because I don't have a desk chair. The neighbor was moving a while back and gave me an antique desk, which is kind of nice, but yeah, I don't really. I mean, if I travel, I take my laptop with me, but I mostly have my Wi-Fi on my phone.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
because when
When I
when
was
you were hanging out
trying
with Kenny, you never had a problem. I noticed.
when I
oh,
was trying to go live on my phone, I had problems. That was when I was in Denver, and I ran out of uh, I ran
airtime,
out of
Data.
yeah,
data,
not data. I was using
data.
I was using it off my phone as a hotspot. I ran out of
Oh,
hotspot
the
minutes.
Hotspot
hotspot.
data.
That's it. I ran out of
Hotspot
hotspot
data.
minutes. And then I was thinking of getting the which wasn't a good idea. I was thinking of getting the
The card.
She was thinking about getting that Nomad internet.
yeah.
I
And then
remember
Oh,
that.
I decided not to because some people had had a bad experience with it. And
isn't that really pricey though? That
yeah,
Nomadic
it is.
has
It's
that.
pricey
But
also.
it's unlimited.
Oh, okay.
I was
I guess
talking
if
to a
you're,
friend and he
Okay.
told me about it and he said that Eric Nomadic Fanatic, you know him?
yeah,
He uses Nomad and he told me
right,
that it's the it's up there.
yeah,
All you
yeah.
Yeah.
need is your when
And
you want
some
to make
people didn't
sure.
have a problem with it. I don't know, but some people did. And
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did too because I couldn't call them. They don't have like a phone number. You have to only talk to them online and then like you don't have um,
Yeah, I hate that stuff. When you can't get a hold of somebody, you need to have a number.
yeah, you need to have a number. You want to talk to a person.
Right.
Now, my other friend, just got that new internet from that guy who's trying to send up those ships into space.
Uh-huh.
Elon
Musk,
Musk.
Muskrat. I call him Muskrat.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I call him Muskrat because he looks like when he gets on, he thinks he knows it all about space travel. What's he gonna do once he gets out there and he gets stuck and can't get back?
Turn up your microphone. Somebody says that they can't hear you. I can't see the name because my eyes aren't that great.
My microphones are full.
Yeah.
My stuff's full.
Hmm.
Hold on. Let's check this bad boy out. Yeah, my mics are all full. Mine are 5x5 juiced up full.
Hmm.
I can hear you. It's just you're not really loud.
Because this one is the laptop, and I'm not using my earphones with it. My earphone with it. I'm just talking directly into the air.
Yeah, I wonder how that would be to have the earphones on if it's a better sound.
Hold on. I keep them right here. I keep all my equipment at arm's length.
Yeah, I have some of those I gave to my son. What you doing, Jack? Hey, don't do anything. Come on, Jackie. Come on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're kind of loud and clear there. Now you turn it down a little bit because you're pretty loud.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. Stop. Come here, Jack. Good night, Blondie. Come here, Jackie. Jack, come here. You want to see my cat?
Hello?
Oh, that's a pretty kitty.
My little Blondie girl, she always goes after somebody. Anybody that comes by me, she goes and nips at them. Jackie, Jack, come here. Come here. Come here, Jack. Come here. Come here, Jack. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Cat butt. Cat butt. He's big.
Yeah, so I'm wanting to put my RV on probably Facebook Marketplace, but I'm at the same time I'm nervous.
Yeah.
About it, but
Um,
I'll do it. I'm gonna put serious inquiries only.
Right. Yeah, you have to do that. But you know what? I don't know. Well, it's different in the Midwest than it is here. I don't like. I used to love having yard sales or garage sales or whatever. But out here in Arizona, not so much. At least not in Phoenix, because it's people come over not just to see what you got for sale, but to see what you don't have for sale. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to rob your butt.
Yeah. And I don't, unless I have somebody here with me, I don't.
Steal a dress from my yard sale, one of my daughter's dresses. I was just like, really? I can't believe that just happened. I'm like, did you seriously just take that dress? I'm like, oh.
That's horrible.
Well, that's the thing, people have been known to come in and rob people when they're not even home afterwards, So I don't know. And especially when you got a vehicle for sale, you always want to go with them. Especially living in Arizona, because they'll be driving into Mexico, or over some border, it might not even be Mexico, but who knows, you just don't know, and I don't know.
Yeah, when I bought the RV, he let me drive it, and he went with me.
Right. Yeah, because you just don't know the person, they could just up and leave with your stuff, and But I think it's either I'm gonna take my Prius or I'm gonna take my truck when I go, So you'll have to send me your address so I can come out there and pull you away. Let's go get into some
I
trouble.
don't think. When is this going to be?
Okay, so
I don't know that I'll be here.
the Amana meetup um was in the end of the summer, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not going to be here then.
yeah, no, I don't know if I'm going to go to Wisconsin earlier or wait till later on in the summer. I'm not really sure yet. You know, I'm trying to debate. It just depends on how well I can get the rest of my bills paid off because I've got like 3,000 left on my vet bill for Susie for having her cancer surgery.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, and I've got to get that paid off by November. So however I can do it, you know. Um, I can go to Wisconsin anytime. But I do need to go because I want to get the timber taken care of because I know they do it all year round, but I can't be out there when it's cold and snowy and all that up north, you know, because
So
I
there's a
want
lot of
to.
trees on your property.
Huh?
A lot of trees on the property. Is that what
Yeah,
you
I have
do?
my dad had 43 acres.
Wow.
So when he passed away, then my mom had it, you know, and she just, I don't know, I rent it out, you know, for hunters. I found a dad and two sons that I met his wife. She used to work at the water company when I lived in Neenah. And I was asking her, I said, hey, do you know anyone that wants to go hunting? You know, I have 43 acres they can hunt on. And she was like, yeah, my husband and my sons, they were looking for some land to rent, you know, to go hunting on. I was like, oh, cool, you know. So I told him where it is. The sons live in Madison, and then they live I think they live in Neenah or Appleton. But yeah, they've been renting it for the last couple of years, and I don't make anything off it. They just pay the taxes, you know. So it works out good. So it helps me too because um, my house taxes, you know, the house that I grew up in, that was my parents', that tax alone is like $3,300. So that's a big chunk. And I have to come up with $1,000 the first payment, you know, so between my house taxes here in Arizona, plus the insurance, plus the other,
Yeah.
you
I'm
know,
really kind of enjoying not having the responsibility of owning a house right now.
yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
You know what you
Selling
could
my
do
house in
is,
Georgia and
if you want to,
trying.
quickly sell the property.
Well, you see, I don't want to do that because that's my main source of income now that I got really good tenants. Um, and I don't make that much, but it's enough to keep my head above the water and help me to, you know, pay for a few things here and there. Um, because, you know, by the time, you know, I pay insurance and by the time I pay taxes every year, you know, I don't get a whole lot, but at the month per month, it helps. And I'm still at a point where, you know, I'm good, you know, and because if I've been taking care of kids most of my life, and then I didn't go back to college till I was 42. Yeah. Cause I graduated when I was 46. And then, that was like in 2006, I graduated. And then by 2009, I came out here in Arizona and I worked a couple years at a couple of different mental health clinics. And then I was assaulted on my job by a couple of coworkers, and I was in physical therapy for like a year, and I reported it, you know, what was going on, and I got the boot along with a couple of guys that were doing this, you know. So I just, you know, my mom got sick during that time frame and had 3 different strokes before she passed away, and I just haven't worked since then. And then right before I left the last clinic I worked at, I got hit in my right eye by a psychotic client when I was at a staffing, and I started having problems. I didn't get a detached retina, but I got what they call a vitreous detachment. It's where like you got like the jelly behind your eye and it like pulls back from your retina.
Oh, you told us about that.
Yeah. So I was on the phone today because I scheduled an appointment with a retinal doctor, and I'm starting to get a cataract at my left eye. So I need to find out what's going on. Like, you know, my regular prescription glasses, my left eye, even though I got glasses on, it's still kind of blurry, you know. But I started, I was talking to the girl on the phone today when I was scheduling the appointment, and she was telling me to get those like, what do they call it? Tears or natural tears or whatever that you put in your eye drops, like, you know. I forget what they call them, but anyhow, they're just like for dry eyes, because I have a lot of that. And then I was telling her, I said, yeah, I said, you know, I have these glasses. They look like Mod Squad glasses. Remember those glasses? And they're yellow. And when I wore them last year, I just got them last year. I think it was in January. And we went up to Lake Havasu, and it was getting dusk. And you know how the light looks kind of dusky. Well, when you get cataracts, or like with me, you know, I got that jelly that goes over the front of my eye. When I look at something and I turn my eyes someplace, I have this whoosh of like a jellyfish over my eye, you know. And so it's really distracting. And when your eyes are sensitive, you know, like this eye especially, because it's got the cataract in it, it's very sensitive to the light and to the darkness. Now, when I'm driving, I see all these little rays of light coming at me through the headlights. You know, it doesn't look like a normal headlight that you'd see like when you're young, you know, your eyes are pretty healthy or whatever. But when you start getting cataracts and you have vision disturbances, it's almost like little rays, little beams of light that come out like this out of the headlights. And so it's kind of bad. You know, I was telling the girl, I said, it's a good thing that I don't work, because I have some, I'm not really paranoid, but I get nervous driving sometimes, you know, especially around Phoenix. If I'm on the 10, I have to really be careful, because there's just so much traffic, and my eyes don't see the way they used to see, you know. And when I worked as a case manager, I would have to go, you know, to different clinics or different hospitals or the jail or wherever to, you know, go meet up with the clients or do a staffing or something like that. And I was driving all over Phoenix, and I couldn't do it no more, you know. I just as soon sit behind the desk at home than do that kind of work. But yeah, my eyes are like not as good anymore. But it was kind of funny because I bought these tonight at the dollar store. And they look like my regular, because I got a couple of 2-3 different pairs of glasses.
I thought they look like yours.
Huh?
The regular ones were black.
Yeah, these ones here, well, these are black, but I painted them because I don't know, they just look too harsh.
I know what you could do for a living.
These are my regular ones.
Perfect.
But if I look like this, I can't see you guys. That's blurry, because these are my driving portion of my glasses, and these I've got the bifocals because I can't do the transitional, you know, where it kind of like fades without a bifocal. So what I do is I have the bifocal down really low.
Hey, Jill.
So it just is easier for me. So anyhow,
I have a job you can do, Camgora One, right from home.
What's that?
Besides YouTube, there are jobs. Were you a nurse?
I was a mental health case manager. I worked with the clients. I did their at-risk crisis plans. I did ARC, you know,
Hi, Timmy Ray.
just different things that you have, you know, that you put in their file information and stuff like that. And I did referrals, I did transfers. I went to staffings to meet with the doctors. I sat in telemed appointments with the doctors and the clients. I I got funding, like say, like I used to have clients that would be like fall behind on their electric bill, or like I had one gal that she was in a kind of a psychotic mode, but I think it was like I told the nurse practitioner, I said, I don't think that it's her so much that's, you know, yoo-hoo. But I think it was the Depakote she was on. And I said, why don't we try, titrating her down and see how she does? She's like, yeah, let's do that. She says she can't get any crazier than what she is. Well, it was the Depakote that was making her, because she did some off the wall stuff, But anyhow, she fell behind on all of her what do they call it when they live in a condo, like a homeowners association. She was like $1,500 behind on that. She didn't have any electric. There was just all kinds of stuff going on, and I got her funding from the REBA, which is the Regional Behavioral Health Authority. They gave her it was like $2,000 to help her, pay what she needed to pay, and then have her electric turn back on and all that kind of stuff. And then I go get like food baskets. I go to the food pantry, and because I worked as a case manager, I get to go to the front of the line, to pick up boxes for clients, So I'd bring them over food and stuff like that. Or if they needed to go, like I had one girl that she had a brain injury, and she put something in her purse. She was at the store and she set it in her purse, and then she didn't think, she forgot about it. After she checked out, well, then they charged her with shoplifting. So I went to court with her as support, and the judge, I would feel uncomfortable because the judge would say, well, what do you think we should do as a punishment? And I'm like, oh no, what you've suggested is suffice, What do you tell the judge? No, I don't think you're right. No, why don't you do this? But no, I would go and give them support and stuff like that, go into court and stuff like that, and just different things.
I remember
you could do that from home.
Well, I went to school for a counseling, for a drug and alcohol counselor, but people in mental health, they have a lot of substance abuse issues as well as mental health issues. A lot of them are, just self-medicating and stuff, but I don't know. I want to kind of like veer away from that. You know what I wouldn't mind doing? I wouldn't mind working for like United Healthcare or something like that, to answer phones for people that need referrals, or need to find a doctor, just something like that I could do from home. I might do something like that after this summer when I get everything all taken care of, with my trips and stuff. Because I want to take my friend Shelby on some trips. I told her, get your blood sugar down so we can go. We got some places to see.
Yeah, that's really high.
I know what might help her blood sugar if you want to try it.
What's that?
My grandmother used to take road trips, and they used to bring her blood sugar way down.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I can keep her away from the Pepsi. The Pepsi is the problem.
Yeah, she could stop drinking the
Pepsi. Put it on the string at the top of the car and get her in the car.
Yeah.
Well, it's dog, you put a bone on a stick and you bring it around, and the dog will go where you want to go.
Right. Well, and the thing of it is I tried to get her on the berberine, that stuff that I take. And the last time she went to the hospital, they told her to start taking berberine. And she's like, I was surprised. And I'm like, well, I told you, you don't listen to me. But she was married to a doctor. She is a doctor. She has a doctorate's degree. But her husband, her ex-husband is a doctor, and her son is a doctor. So
God, a whole family of doctors, mother, father, and children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
You're echoing, John. I don't know why you're echoing now.
Maybe you got to put yours on the speaker too.
Do you hear it?
I don't hear it over on this end.
Huh.
Testing 1, 2,
weird.
Testing.
I'm hearing a muffled echo of.
It's coming right from you, sis.
Cat butt.
Is it me?
Yes.
Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, I got to get some money coming in. Don't I, Jackie? I got to feed all you little kitty cats. I got bunches of them outside.
So hey, there's O'Brien.
Timmy
I'm
Ray.
echoing and bothering myself.
Yeah, that's my cat,
Hi.
Jack. My cat, Jack. Come here, Jackie. Jack, come here. Come here. He's big. I rescued him. He was
Now it's you that's doing it.
me.
Red, did you do something over there?
I hear you echoing too, though, John.
Let's see. Because I got all my stuff off.
How to do this camera?
You can have a cookie. Yeah, we had a tabby like that, and his name was Yoda. Our cats, a lot of them were named after Star Wars characters. I'm sorry, your mom is sick. We will pray for her, Timmy Ray. Timmy Ray's mama on your list, John.
Hold on. Let me grab it. Give me 1 sec. I gotta grab my pen here. Sorry about that.
Thank you. I told Brian I want him to come up here and share scriptures like that, like he does it.
Oh, okay.
This guy, he steps on my chest and he gets me sore. It's like, why the heck does my left side keep on hurting? It's from his big butt standing on me. Right? God.
I'll probably go
What
to
is your name? Red, what is the person's name?
Timmy Ray's mom. Timmy Ray, what is your mom's name? Scott is praying for you too, Timmy Ray.
I'll be putting up a prayer as fast as I can. I'm sure the Lord knows anyway, but I always say the name actually. Timmy Ray.
Joanne.
Okay.
Timmy I don't know why I'm praying.
Joe.
Can you tell me?
And okay.
I don't know. I don't usually know, but I am now.
Huh.
Yeah, see, John's echoing too. I hear you echoing. Oh, she's the virus.
I like that screen name. Kick It Country?
Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah, that's
country.
I like that.
Yeah.
We used to always go.
What you might want to watch is Micro Farmer. He's from Connecticut.
Micro Farmer?
Yes.
Have to check that one out.
He's doing chickens right now, and he's growing strawberries.
Let me try this. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yep, I can hear you. My daughter, my other daughter.
She won't be quarantined anymore, you mean? Tomorrow's the last day of quarantine? Is that what you mean to me, Ray?
Does she have COVID?
Is it raining right now, Joe? It looks like that. Has it?
Hmm.
if it is COVID, it needs to be treated right away.
Mhm. I can't believe everything that's gone on in the last couple of years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to.
My youngest was telling me today that she was reading someplace about China knew what Putin was going to do with Ukraine, and
Really?
said, wait till after the Olympics is over.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. I just hope that Putin doesn't go all cray cray. But you know, I don't know. A lot of this stuff is already written in the Bible.
Yeah. That's what I was.
Wars and rumors of wars, it says, guys. And it said people's hearts would fail them for the fear.
It said what?
It says in the Bible that there would be wars and rumors of wars.
Exactly, John.
Rapidly rising diseases.
Wars and rumors of war.
Yeah.
Hi, Calvin.
And rapidly rising diseases. COVID-19, everyone.
Plagues.
Yes, indeed.
I can barely hear John.
Yeah, he was saying COVID-19.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I got the original COVID. That was back in June of 2020, though. I didn't really get that sick. I just was more paranoid than anything, you know. I thought, oh God, this is the end of me.
When I had this plan to sell my house and buy an RV and travel around is when COVID hit. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do this. But, and then I was going to go into my depression again, you know, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to try. And it worked.
It's scary, you know. I mean,
It is.
I was in panic mode. I literally had to take a Xanax to calm down.
I've never taken a Xanax.
It just makes
But,
it just slows you down a little bit because it's a central nervous system. Huh?
I said I probably have needed one, but I haven't.
Oh, I have, you know, I mean, I don't take them all the time or anything like that, but if I don't like to fly, and one time I went on a trip with a friend of mine, and I had I had overheard the pilot going around asking everybody before they boarded the plane, did anyone want to give up their seats? And they would give them a free trip another time because they had to fly around a storm. Well, that got into my psyche, and let me tell you, they closed up the plane and pressurized it. I couldn't do it. It just tore me up inside and out, and I had a panic attack on the plane. And they gave us a distressed, what do they call it? Distressed passengers, whatever, and they paid for us to go to a motel that night. And I went and called my doctor and told her, I did some Xanax. So she called me in some. And then I took one before we got on the plane, before we boarded the plane the next day. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you have to have something just to slow you down just a little bit, you know, not a lot, just a little bit, you know. So, you know, and I don't have, a lot of people can't take stuff like that because they have that addictive personality, but I don't have any issues with it. But yeah, it helps. Kind of makes you just feel like you just don't care, you know. And I would rather have one of those to relax me a little bit than be drinking, because I get too sick with that, you know. But yeah, it just takes the edge off, you know.
Yeah.
Edge taker rougher.
So
All right, ladies.
yeah, I have anxiety. I've never had a panic attack.
Yeah, when you have panic attacks, I get to the point where I can't breathe, and then it's almost like my whole windpipe and everything like tightens up. And yeah, I'm not a happy camper when I get like that, which isn't very often. It's just mostly when, like, I get really like Saturday. One of the guys that is on my channel, we're gonna meet. That he watches my channel. We're gonna meet here. He lives out in Tonopah, out towards Quartzsite, and we're gonna meet. And he wants to take me out to lunch, and then he's gonna come over and take a look at my water heater. So yeah. So I told him, I said, well, why don't we meet out at the restaurant, because I don't do very well if I'm in a vehicle, especially a small vehicle, with somebody else driving. I get that. Like, have you ever been on a roller coaster and you're at the very top and you're going down? That feeling of like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get like when I'm in a car with somebody that's driving that I'm nervous, that I'm not used to it's kind of a panic issue, I guess. But I told him, I said, let's just meet, or you can come to my house and I'll drive.
Dan's here.
Who is here?
It's Dan. It's Dan's hand. How's it going?
I still cannot hear John.
I'm sorry.
What is going on with your microphone, John?
I don't know. And
Do you have a headset?
I tried the headset, it's not working at all.
Oh, that sounds better. Wow.
Maybe
Evidently,
closer.
to hear you better, I have to come up here on the live.
Because you sound like you're muffled too. And Red's been sounding like that too.
I muted myself and I still hear the echo. I don't know. But I'm only going to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, I just came out to the shop, put some things away. Thought I'd say hello.
Hey, did you meet Linda when she was over there?
No, I got there on a Wednesday to pick the firewood down there, and had fever all night, and had to leave the next day. So I wasn't able to be there, but that's, what can I say?
Yeah.
It wasn't COVID though.
It wasn't. Okay.
You're lucky.
I didn't say it was.
Well,
I
I'll
was
say
wondering though what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't COVID, so I'm all good now.
Glad it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, me too.
Timmy Ray says we sound like R2D2.
Beep, 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 beep.
It gets kind of staticky, like that. Does it sound like that on your end?
Yeah, it does.
Kind of. I thought it was my phone. I put it on mute and I'm trying to tap the back because I thought my speaker's going out. Maybe it's just the internet. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's all the Martians and all the extraterrestrial.
Right.
They're listening to us.
I know.
That's a good idea to us.
Yeah.
Well, should I do
That's
some?
1041. Scott, Linda.
Should I do some puppets?
All right, guys, I'm gonna draw down. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to come up here and listen to see if it was me or if it was John.
Okay. See you later, John.
Bye, John.
We go a little bit longer.
So you're back at your house in Havasu, Dan?
Yeah, actually, my wife fractured her ankle.
Ouch.
and so she's got a blood clot.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Is she
So we're
taking
not
something?
going anywhere.
Did she go to the hospital for that?
Yeah, she's been in.
Oh, okay.
So
give her something. What?
MRIs and some other things they got to do, whatever. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're waiting on the doctor to call us right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
Well, it's a good thing she went in. She don't need that blood clot to travel anywhere.
Yeah, well, that's the concern. It break up and go to her heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom had pulmonary embolism. I don't think they knew right away what it was,
Mm-hmm.
and it enlarged her heart.
Mm.
And I think it was like in 95. It was like right after they moved back to California in 95. And so from 1999 until she passed away in 2009, she was on oxygen 24/7.
Yeah, well, I got an echo.
I muted mine. I thought maybe that would have been mine. Oops.
Must be me.
Put my ears on for a minute.
What you mean, Timmy Ray? Profile TCP. Tell me, what does it mean? I haven't been to the channel in a while, but I could go see. Let's see. See, I'm hearing myself echo.
All right.
Name that dog, that big old dog that I had at my Airbnb. I can't think of it.
Huh. I can't get this closed up. So.
Almost like a mastiff, but it wasn't a mastiff. But it was a huge dog.
Well, I hope everything goes well with your wife, Dan. You know, keep her in our prayers. Yeah, you know, when it's like this whole year that I turned 62. 62 was just not a good year. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that it's going to get better next year or this year, I guess, because this is already 2022. So, yeah, the older you get, the more things happen, you know?
Wow, you got more views on your channel, right? Good. Looks like. So you mean your little logo thing? Is that an Elvis thing? That's an Elvis thing. You're almost to 500, Timmy Ray. You'll get your community tab. Taking care of business. That's it. It's the Elvis slogan. I saw that. So Dan's fun. Okay. I go out and I come back. I go look at something and I come back and you're gone, Dan. What the heck?
Hearing act. He's got to wait for that phone call from the doctor, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Taking care of business. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. I saw it because it has a little like lightning bolt, Timmy Ray. Then I remembered it from Graceland. That was the last place I went. So I went 10,000 miles on my RV in 2021. And the last place I went was to Memphis to Graceland.
I want to go there.
I know. I've always wanted to go there, and that's why I decided to go there. And it was you know, kind of on the way back here, and I needed to get my body fixed.
Did you get to go in his house?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Maybe that's something I could do with my friend Shelby, because she doesn't live that far from Tennessee. She lives in Oklahoma, the east side of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of fun, Then I can get a motel because she's not really a camping kind of girl, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She likes the.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be like getting Airbnb. I kind of want to go see my son in Denver. Want to like maybe rent a cabin. Yeah, taking care of business.
Well, I just got all new tires on my Prius, so it's either the Prius or the truck. I'm not sure which one.
I don't know what I'm gonna get, but when I get the money from selling my RV, then I'll get something else.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking
if you're gonna get something, I would get a Toyota. If you're gonna spend the money on something, get a Toyota, girl.
That's what my ex liked to get. That's what I told you I had. I had a Sequoia.
Highlander.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. That's my son has. My son has a Highlander that.
Yeah, you can switch it from the a 6-cylinder to the V8. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It's either that or it's a regular stick shift maybe to a automatic. I'm not sure. I can't remember. My friend Jenny was telling me about it that that they've got theirs, and it's one of the two. I can't quite remember, but they're sharp looking cars too, and they can tow something. This way you're not like me with my Prius. I mean, it gets great gas mileage, but I could sleep in it. It's kind of got that nice, where I can just turn it on, let the battery heat up the car, and then shut it off, and it's good. But I can't tow anything with it, and I can't tow it. So even if I were to keep my RV too, and then tow my Prius, I'd have to get a dolly. You can't tow it flat, with just like the regular tow bar because of the battery, because it's always in gear all the time. And I'm not one for, I don't mind towing something small. Like I had my Toyota motorhome, and when my mom passed away, I took the boat from Wisconsin back down to Arizona. I wouldn't even have taken it, but my aunt tried to steal it out of the garage. And
really?
I thought to myself, you witch, you're not getting it now. And what I did is because my dad told me, he said, Lynn, it's not, water worthy anymore. Cause it was like a boat back in the 80s, but my aunt was a sneak and she tried to steal it out of the garage after the cops already told her to leave it in the garage. So I said, the hell with her, she ain't getting it. So I towed it all the way back here. And then I took a saw and cut it all up.
What?
In my driveway, my ex-son-in-law came over and took the motor off the back, and I got a saw and I sawed the whole boat up. Look at my videos.
Oh my goodness.
I put it on one of my YouTube videos. Yeah. I was like, ugh. Yeah, I should have sent it to her. And say, oh, by the way, since you wanted to steal the boat, guess what, lady? You weren't getting the boat.
It sounds kind of spiteful, but it wasn't. It
was my boat, though. It was my boat. And the thing, what happened was, when I left Wisconsin to come back here, because my daughter was having my first grandson, and I promised her, because she's like, Mom, you better be here. So I had to leave Wisconsin. And when I left, my friend went to go check on my mom and dad's house. Well, my mom, when I went back there, she said to me, take everything. Don't leave nothing there. Get a truck, take what you want, get the rest to Goodwill, whatever, and then go. All right. Well, then when my aunt was over there with a man to get that boat out of the garage. And my friend called the cops. And the cop says, you put the boat back in the garage, secure it, and leave it there. That son of a turned around and went and got it out anyhow. After I left to go back to Arizona. So then later I turned around, I called up the title place in Wisconsin, got the boat under my name, showed them my dad's death certificate, put it in my name, and I went back there and I went to the cops. And I said, you need to tell me where my damn boat is. I mean, if she would have been nice to me, I would not have ever, I said, just take the boat. I don't want it. But she was nasty. My mom's family was nasty. And when I told my mom how my mom, my aunt, her sister, what she was doing, because she put her name on my mom's bank account even. And then she hired a crooked lawyer to try to take everything from me so I would not get nothing, and
how did she get her name on the bank account?
Went, hired an attorney, because my mom's sister married into money. Money talks, especially in the town that I'm from. And he went and did a durable power of attorney. Well, when you're incompetent and you have, I think it's at least two different doctors say that you're incompetent, then you can't even have an attorney do a durable power of attorney, because you got to be able to mentally be there to sign that you're giving this durable power of attorney, because durable power of attorney takes care of everything. That person does everything.
And your mom is still alive? She's living with you in Arizona?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I came back and I had that boat in my darn name. And I told the cops, I says, I want that boat now. I mean, if she wouldn't have been such a sneaky, sly, dirty, I would have given it to her. But no, she really tried. Let's put it this way. My aunt, when we went to court, she says, oh, well, I'm not going to give up my durable power of attorney unless there is a guardian assigned. Like, in other words, trying to make it look like I was incompetent. I'm like, excuse me, but, I'm a guardian here in the state of Arizona for my daughter. I have a degree, and you're trying to make me look like I'm not competent to be my mom's guardian. She just wanted her little money hungry grubs on my mom's stuff. She went in the house and stole stuff out of the house when I wasn't there, before I had got there from Arizona. And then she took the keys, so I couldn't get into my mom and dad's house when we came all the way from Arizona to Wisconsin. And then I had to call the cops and then talk to a sergeant to be able to have somebody go over to the nursing home to speak with my mom to get her permission to let me in the house. Yeah, it was really a nightmare. So you know what? I had a good time cutting up the boat because I wasn't going to use it anyhow. I still have the trailer out in the driveway. I'm waiting for somebody to come along and steal it. I didn't care. But, it's just people get nasty when people are dying or are dead, whatever. They wanted to get their money little grubs on everything, And my mom says, just get it out of there, Lynn. Get it out of there. And then after my mom found out that my aunt did what she did to try to get her name on her bank account, my mom grabbed my arm and she says, get a lawyer, Linda, get a lawyer. I didn't give that dirty nothing. She's got her own money.
Yeah.
It was like a family feud, you know what I mean?
Sometimes it isn't tough for people.
It's bad. It's bad. That's why one of these days I'm gonna call, who Dave Ramsey is?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna call Dave Ramsey and I'm gonna ask him, because I don't really want to do a trust. I would rather just put everything in my kids' name along with me. So if something happens to me, it's already my kids. That doesn't have to go through probate.
I have another Airbnb story. I forgot about this one. Millionaire stayed at my Airbnb. He came to Warner Robins for a class reunion. And see, there's millionaires going around and they just look like normal people.
My uncle,
for example.
My great uncle.
Yeah, he wouldn't buy my book. I showed him my book, and he's like, "Oh, that's nice." He's like, "This is a good book." The book I got ripped off about the elephant book. He's like, "But I don't buy books. I get books at the library."
That's
And
funny.
he was there at the same time Sammy and Gladys were there, and he was talking to us. He sat in my chair in the living room, told us about investments, and he was talking about what to invest in and all of this. And I think he got Sammy's email, and it was good time, and he knew all about what to invest in and stocks and all that.
Yeah.
Fascinating guy.
Well, I did. Let's put it this way. My mom had pretty much a good little chunk of change saved up, but you know what? You can't take the crap with you when you die, and you might as well have fun with it when you got it, because tomorrow's not promised. You know what I'm saying?
That's what my mom's motto was.
I mean, when my mom passed away, because I had wanted a different car. My mom kept saying, "Well, just go rent a car or just go do this, do that." She was tight. And after my mom passed, she had gotten inheritance from her uncle, which was my great uncle, because he had bucks up big time. And so she had like 20 something thousand in one account. That's not even talking about the other accounts. And I went out and bought myself a new car. I didn't do it till the year after she passed away, but I just thought, you know what? I want a car. I want a new car, and so I got my Prius. I bought it brand new right off the lot, 4 miles on that car, and drove it up to Lake Tahoe. Because I bought it in Carson. Yeah, I bought it in Carson City. So I test drove it and I drove it up to Tahoe, But I just loved it. The only thing I didn't like is I didn't like the seats. The seats in those Toyotas are very short, especially the Prius. I have the Prius V, which is a little bit bigger version of the Prius, more like kind of looks like a small SUV. But anyhow, the seats were really short. I mean, they came down to like here on me. And I felt like I was a giant in these midget seats. And I thought, so I took it to Tempe and I had it rebuilt. I had both seats rebuilt and I had lumbar pumps up, it pumps up for lumbar cushion in both the seats. And I think it cost me about $700. But you can't take it with you. So you might as well have fun with it while you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could have bought a brand new RV. Brand new. No, I got my little car. I love it. It's good. But I just, my mom had 2 houses, and then they had the 43 acres, and I sold the one house, and then I sold my house in Wisconsin, and I blew a lot of money. I pissed it away like rain in the wind in your face, But I paid to have a lot of animals taken care of, and I helped out some of my cousins, on my dad's side of the family, not my mom's side. And so yeah, I'm okay. But yeah. Who is it? I can't see. It says hello, Red. Hello, Camper. A camper one.
It's Peace Dragon. That's William.
Oh, okay. Hi, William.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're about done.
We's about done. You's about done.
We're almost done.
Oh gosh, I know my back can't sit up like this any longer. I'm sitting in my bed. Anywho, so what you call it? One of the meetups. We gotta go. You and me, we'll go. Well, I'll probably bring Sierra with me because she goes with me pretty much everywhere. It'll be fun.
I don't think I'm gonna go, Linda. You keep pushing. You keep pushing me on this. Huh.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I'm not gonna, it'll be fun. They said it'll be fun. Yeah.
This will be different people. Really, I think so. But like I say, you know, we'll talk about it more later.
Okay, we'll talk about it more later.
Okay, when we don't have everybody else's ears.
I don't think so. I'm sore off meetups.
Well, you know, the thing of it is that you can't please everybody all the time. And, you know, it just gets to a point in your life. It's like, you know, you got to please yourself. And there's some people.
That's where I am. Exactly.
Yeah. And there's some people that everybody can jive with, and some people that you or I or anybody can't, you know? So, you know, I had a sour taste in my mouth after a meetup. But
just William's basically telling you to kidnap me.
Yeah, blindfold her and toss her into your car.
Hey.
Checking back in. Say hello. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. That's cute. Yeah, I didn't get to meet him when he was in Quartzsite. He wasn't feeling good, I guess.
Yeah, he was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really nice, though. I like him. He's really a nice guy.
Yeah, I met Dan. He's the one that was at. I told you I met Troy's, and I did Georgie and Ron Sees America.
Yeah,
at Matic Rap Pack. And Troy's not ever on YouTube at all anymore.
No.
Yeah, and I haven't talked to him in a while. No, that wasn't Troy. That was Dan. That was Cargo Dan. A to Z Outdoors Dan. William. I'm glad I got two flops. We still sound like R2D2. We're almost done. 3 more minutes. So 2 hours.
Well, like I said, you can't let every little sour note ruin your song.
No, I'm not gonna let it sour notes ruin my song, but I'm just sorry I have no desire to go to Iowa. I just don't.
Well, and you know, maybe I mean, because I don't know how long it is. I think it's only for a weekend. It's not like a long, drawn out thing. Have you ever been to like Mount Rushmore?
I want to go there.
Okay, there you go. That's where we're gonna go.
Mount Rushmore on the way to Iowa?
Well, we can go to the couple of days in Iowa and then just shoot straight up and go to Mount Rushmore. And then on the way back down, we can go through Wisconsin and I can show you my land. Yeah. Yeah. We could do that. Or I could take you to show you my hometown. And it's really, actually, the lakefront in my hometown is really pretty. It really, really is. I mean, I wish it would look like that when I was growing up, because it's really nice, really, really nice, you know. But yeah, let's do a road trip. You know, find yourself a nice little vehicle, make yourself a little pallet in the back so you have your place to sleep. You know, that'd be fun. Mm-hmm. You know, that'd be fun. I think we should do it. And we can video all the way there, all the way back. You know, I think it would be fun. You know, Ron was talking about me emailing him. Said something about maybe helping me with one of my little trailers to build it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. It's almost been 2 hours. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. It didn't, the plan, I was supposed to be rated by Diana Brienne, and then she stopped early. I missed her live. So it didn't go as planned. But anyways, it was fun. Love you all. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Thanks so much.